My name is Darcy. I'm the manager at Above All Roofing, and I'm to take you through a couple some of the safety issues that we need to go through, and what I've been asked from the boss to put across to you guys. And I thought that if I put a presentation like this together, it'd be easy for everyone to go through. As of April 1st, 2015, the legislation for working at heights has changed for the first time in many years. It doesn't really affect those who already have their fall arrest, but in the next 2 years or so, it definitely will affect them. I put together this presentation just to go over a few of the changes that have happened and what the requirements are. I will also go over some of the general health and safety concerns just to make sure we're on the same page and so we all know how to stay safe on and off the roof. So the law that actually changed on April 1st was called Working at Heights, and what the difference is prior to this, the change in legislation, there was all you needed was a basic fall protection or fall arrest certificate, and you could take that online. It was a small course, so people got away with just like someone else writing the test for them or whatever, and that's how a lot of people got hurt, and a lot of people are still getting hurt on the job, and obviously that needs to change. So the legislation now says employers must ensure that certain workers complete a Working at Heights training program that has been approved by the chief prevention officer and delivered by an approved training provider before they can work at heights. And this is different from the fall arrest and fall protection training because it's actually a program and a course rather than just an online course. You can take a fall arrest or fall protection course, but it's not anywhere close to what the new training is. This will be required to any worker that uses any of the following protection methods, from travel restraint systems, which is just like leashes on Zoom booms and stuff like that. Fall restricting systems, which is harnesses and belts and stuff like that. Fall arrest systems, same thing. Safety nets is just nets built up around, so you if you're gonna fall, you fall into the net. And work belts or the ministry has set a 2-year transition period for those that prior to April 1st 2015 met the fall protection requirements set out by the construction projects regulation. In our case, it was, like I said before, was just basic fall protection training, but therefore if you already have a fall protection or fall arrest certificate, you have until April 1st 2017 to complete the approved Working at Heights training program. And we will be paying for the program will be running in town at the local arena on April 15th, and we will be paying for it for anyone who does not have it and for anyone who needs it. If you choose not to participate in this, you'll have to get it on your own and will not be allowed on the roof until you do so. The other major thing other than the new law that I wanted to talk about was first aid, but WSIB as well. WSIB states that all employers covered by the Workplace Safety and Insurance Act are required to have first aid equipment, facilities, and trained workers in all workplaces. This consists of providing first aid equipment, quarterly inspections of the first aid equipment. A first aid station must be easily accessible and must be near a worker who has a valid first aid certificate approved by WSIB. They must keep a first aid poster posted in either the work truck, the work van, or posted every day outside the job site, and also a kit inspection card, which runs you through steps to inspect if your kit is still up to date and still everything in it is still effective, and all the first aid certificates of the people that are certified. The other thing that we need to do to make sure that we are abiding the law and staying safe and practicing all of these sorts of things are keeping detailed records of all incidents and first aid treatment that we give, which is really important just for any just for records in general. Currently, we have one person per crew that has their first aid training, which is all right, but which is all right if no one misses a day at work, but that is very unlikely. So we would like to have 2 to 3 per crew that are certified to ensure that no matter what, there's always at least one person on the site at all times who is certified. The more the better, obviously. We'll pay for everyone to do it if we need to. We will pay for this training as well. If you already have it and need it to be updated, we will pay for that as well. We need at least 4 more people, or we will be picking them by ourselves, and we don't really want to have to do that. In conclusion, health and safety in the workplace is a very important part of working and keeping your company safe and just abiding the law in general. But it's also something that should be never ignored. Working in the trades and residential construction is one of the most common places where health and safety is often ignored, and in return, people get seriously hurt. In a lot of cases, there are fatalities. By practicing and being familiar with these sorts of things, like working at heights and first aid, not only eliminates the risk of and unsafe work, but lets everyone be familiar with what to do in the case of someone being hurt on the job.